Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Little Reader's house. I, with the smoke, with the Palo Santo in my hand, I'm the Little Reader, also known as Amanda, and you're here in my house. It's a joy, a privilege, an honor to have you. We're just clearing. We're letting go. We're embracing fresh. We're embracing new. We're embracing change. So take it in with me. Get yourself a deep breath. Look who else we have here. We have Tibetan quartz here. We've got Palo Santo here. We've got, oh my goodness, and it even looks, it's doing this reflection thing. I don't know if that's visible in the camera. Not evidently. Oh. It's just particularly reflective and fresh today, much like you, beautiful soul. If you're here, if you found me, if you're in the house, then you too are on the precipice of change. Now, how do I know it? Well, how do I know anything? Who's I? The watcher, the witness. Just like you. Spirit's been teaching me this little trick of late. And when I say me, teaching me, I mean the mind. It has been a tool that I've plugged in to my link to the mental realm. And it's the following sentence. You are watching a movie. Anytime my mind decides that now would be a good time to control, assert, correct, amend, heal, or otherwise intervene with the perfection of this moment, my awareness whispers, you are watching a movie. And my mind is able to just, well, okay then. But what does it mean? What does it mean for you, my friend? The mind is such a character. I love that thing. It's cute, it's intrepid, it always wants to be involved, wants to be included. So we give it a little tool. You may find, sweet soul, that you are operating in this life, in this moment, this perfect, pristine, delectable moment, under the belief system or the impression that your life is yours to control. And not only do you have the ability to control it, you have the responsibility to show up, to show out, and to make shit happen. But Spirit tells us that we don't have the ability or the responsibility to show up, show out, and make shit happen. We have the option. We have the gift. We have the opportunity. But it needn't be from this place of stress that the mind gets all wrapped up in. See, the mind believes it needs to be participating and controlling at all times. And if it's not actively doing something in this realm of form, commanding the form to operate, then it must be up here, just spinning around concepts, beliefs, ideas, accumulating more knowledge, or constructing things that are entertaining or satisfying or even depressing and anxiety-inducing. Every mental link based on its patterning has its own version of what entertainment is for it, even if it doesn't bring pleasure to the form. But Spirit's here to say, you can't mess this up. You cannot. Your mind cannot mess it up. Your form cannot mess it up. Your heart cannot mess it up. And you as awareness, which is the totality of all of those parts, the sum of all of those parts and more, can't mess this up. What you have the ability to do is make this life experience incredibly stressful, incredibly draining, incredibly overwhelming, incredibly stifling, depressing, sad, by allowing the mind to keep believing it is the foremost authority, both on judging what is good and bad in your life and in commanding what you should and shouldn't be doing. So as a remedy, as a little concoction of love, as a medicine for that particular ailment, which that's a mental judgment. Spirit has no problem with you living your life however you'd like to live it, beautiful soul. Spirit applauds the expansion of human consciousness, both awake and asleep. There's no judgment from Spirit. But if you find yourself in your own experience feeling stressed, powerless, no matter how much you attempt to control, overwhelmed, or anywhere on the spectrum of dissatisfied, distanced from bliss, then we've got the medicine. You are watching a movie. You are watching a movie. So let's break it down. Who is you? You are the awareness. You dwell in the form sometimes. You dwell in the mind a lot of the time. You dwell in the heart. Do you, my sweet friend? How's it going? How's your practice with getting into the realm of heart? But you as awareness, that is you. So you as awareness are watching a movie. You are watching the unfolding of something before your eyes that you do not possess, you do not own, you do not control. You visit. Whoa. You are the visiting witness. And the word visit was selected by Spirit as a reminder of the temporary nature of this experience. Temporary. That was supposed to indicate a blip. I hope it did well for you. You are watching a movie. You're witnessing. You're visiting. Today, Spirit doesn't want to dive into what comes after developing that witness perspective, because there is more, darling. There's always more. Today, Spirit just wants to start with the sentence, you are watching a movie. Install it. Software upgrade into your mental link. Allow it to be the new filter of the mind that processes every experience. Because what it will do is it will serve as an immediate reminder not to take anything personally, not to believe that you are in control. Because with the belief that you're in control becomes the responsibility and the guilt and the regret for all the mistakes you've ever made, all the people you've ever hurt, the way you've hurt yourself. It's a load that you, as awareness, are not meant to carry. You, as form, are not meant to carry it. You, as mind, not meant to carry it. You, as heart, not meant to carry it. So where is it meant to go? Spirit says, I'll take that. Let me take that. Let me take the worry, the regrets, the fears, the anxiety. Let me take the pain, the embarrassment, the shyness, the sorrow, the FOMO. Let me just take that right off your chest. I'll handle that. You go back to being awareness, dwelling in whatever realm you find yourself to be in. When you ask our other sacred question, where am I? From time to time, where am I? Am I in the body? Am I in the mind? Am I in the beloved realm of heart? Where am I? And if you find yourself all wrapped up, all constricted and contorted, you are watching a movie. So let's practically apply that, shall we, darling? It's like Mary Poppins. A spoonful of shuggy makes the Medi go down. Mary Poppins is apparently abbreviating these days. What can I say? It's time. It's time. We're here. When you wake up in the morning, beautiful soul, you are watching a movie. When you look around the space that you woke up in, the premier thought, you are watching a movie. As you go to brush your teeth, shower, work out, feed your kids, wipe their mouths, you are watching a movie. As you kiss a partner goodbye, or yearn for one, or recall one that once existed or never did at all, you are watching a movie. As you commute, whether it's on the trolley, the subway, in a vehicle, in bumper-to-bumper traffic, the way we do here in Southern California between the hours of 5 and 7 a.m., Monday through Friday, you are watching a movie. As you work, as the boss looks at you with a sneer, birdcage reference, you are watching a movie. As you get congratulated, celebrated, applauded, you are watching a movie. In moments of intimacy, of engagement with another, you are watching a movie. And this is not intended to distance you from them or create superiority or inferiority. It is the act of recognition. As awareness, it is meant to create a space for infinite potential so that you're not predicting what they will say. You're not jumping into the realm of mind to get away from the interaction. You are watching a movie. You are watching the most brilliant performance that any performer has ever given. It's spirit in costume before you, teaching you something. So you are watching a movie. You're watching to learn. You're watching to grow. You're watching to relate. You're watching to connect. You're watching to potentially emulate. You're also watching how your form responds to the interaction, how your mind responds to the interaction. You're not just watching your environment externally. You're watching your environment internally. When you feed yourself, you are watching a movie. You can get playful with it. What does, insert your beautiful name here, do when they put a bite of food into their mouth? You are watching a movie. Watch it. What do they do? Do they chew fast? Do they chew slow? It's like a highly salivating experience, or is it a quick chomp and then like swallow it, let's get this meal over with? What does, insert your beautiful name here, even like to eat? Do you eat, beautiful soul? Eat. Something nutritious, delicious, uplifting. Something that makes your heart sing. I'm flexible on the nutritious part. You are watching a movie. And then when the workday is over and it's time to recreate, it's time for recreation. It's time for video games, obviously. As you're booting it up, you are watching a movie. This is particularly fun when your form and your mind are watching something for entertainment and you're watching them watch. You may find that suddenly external sources of entertainment are a lot less appealing simply because you're already watching a movie. How interesting is it to watch a movie where the main character is watching a movie? That's up to you to decide. You are watching a movie. And then when you turn off the recreation, whatever it was, and you go to spend time with your children, or your pet, or your pillow. I understand it all. This is a safe space, beautiful soul. You are watching a movie. And in this moment where you're watching the little reader, you're watching this little form watch you. You are watching a movie. And it's always fun when you happen upon some being that is in that exact same space, and the totality of them is watching the totality of you. And there's something electric and magical and positively enchanting about such an experience, my friend. And then, after you've put down the doobie for the night, or recorked the bottle of wine, after you've watched yourself ingest any substances, release, express anything, either from the form or the mind or the heart, as you've watched yourself create, shower, walk, run, lift weights, do a handstand, you find yourself back in bed, watching sleepy time. And sometimes you can take that all the way into your dreams. Watch your form fall asleep. Watch your mind spiral into this strange, abstract world, into the realm of the astral or the etheric. We don't talk about those too much here yet. And you watch, and you learn, and you love. Because what happens when you watch long enough, when you realize that you are watching a movie, we'll touch on it only briefly, only as much as spirit allows, because spoilers not appreciated for this one. But I'll give you a hint. When you watch long enough, you develop so much spaciousness within that suddenly every form and every pattern bends to your will. Yet you find that you don't want to bend it, you don't want to break it, you just want to love it. And you just want to remember how very lucky you are to be able to watch this movie. And that is where we are leaving it today, my sweet friend. Thank you so much for visiting me here in the house. It is life infusing. I am blessed. I'm sending you all the love I've got. Always more, never less, because you are so very worthy of it. And until we meet again, beautiful soul.